Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 3, Episode 14, Flash Strike. Started off with a bang, and now we have to talk about the Zillo Beast in the room. All right, guys, Brent here back with Geek to cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, The Bad Batch. If you're subscribed to the channel, the little icon here or the red icon below, you know what we do here. And look, we need to talk about the Zillo Beast in the room, which surprisingly isn't the actual Zillo Beast that was presented. The Zillo Beast that I believe is going to be the biggest thorn in our Bad Batch's side for this episode is the one, the only, our boy, Admiral Rampart. And look, the episode gave us some very interesting dialogue between him and Crosshair. He was straight up like, hey, you're just like me. You only believe in yourself and surviving for yourself. And which we get Crosshair showing his amazing personal growth and saying, I used to be that guy. That used to be who I am. That used to be what I'm about. Not anymore. But Rampart being the person he was when we had that monster attack and split up everybody, Rampart went fleeing, ended up falling down, and now has at the mercy of the Imperials, which, you know, it was going to play out in a very obvious form, in a very obvious fashion. Rampart is going to try and sell out what information he has to Hemlock in some form or fashion to ensure he doesn't end up back at a labor camp, and that he's able to secure some kind of job with the Empire so he can continue living on and thriving on as he would probably deem it. But the good news, he doesn't have that much information that Hemlock already doesn't. Hemlock already knows Clone Force 99 is here. He already knows Clone Force 99 is here for Omega. He is already aware that there was an extra person on board that Imperial shuttle that made it onto the base. All that Rampart really can say is like, they're going to go try and do this, which is a whole load of nothing. So Rampart's basically going to be able to try and sell at everybody for nothing. That's good news. The other bad news here is Omega. And people are like, why would Omega be the bad news? Well, Omega is going to cause problems in the ways that she always does. She never follows form. She never follows plan. She never follows protocol. She's going to go ahead and try and break out this Zillo Beast. And for all intents and purposes, hey, good plan. That being said, with the ongoing anarchy that is going on in this base, it's going to make Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, Dr. Carr, of all people, and Crosshair's time getting to her so much more complicated. Because now you add this extra element on top of the Empire and Hemlock going around that now you have to kind of refocus and reshift everyone's gears. She's going to try and do right by these kids and save all of them. That being said, is this Zillo Beast really going to be able to tell the difference between friend and foe in the sense of, hey, I know who my torturers are, but how do I know you're not one of the same just letting me out for like this little break? Like, what's to stop this monster from turning on the children? So now we have to assume that all of these kids are going to be able to pull this Mission Impossible stunt to get out through the way that Omega did and let this monster get out while we have at least two troopers that we saw on patrol. That being said, Emery and Echo now had a heart-to-heart moment, so they're talking about everything that they care about, and Echo's like, I despise you. You're a clone who's literally just subservient to the Empire. I can't believe anyone would even do that. This doesn't make sense in today's day and age. You know this is wrong. And she's like, yeah, straight up, it's wrong. You're going to need to come with me. We're going to go bust out these kids, which in normal circumstances would be great. By the time they're going to bust in, Omega's going to be busted out by her own plan. So everything's going to be a run around, and then we still have to factor in how Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair are going to handle business of trying to get within this base that is on lockdown, which has Imperial cannons, and we still haven't seen what Project Necromancer's culmination will be at this stage of things, and as well as the evil trooper that works directly for Hemlock, and how far that project has gone on. So we have so many questions that need to be answered. And look, brace yourselves, guys. There's going to be bad news involving this series. It's a Dave Filoni series, which means character deaths are imminent. This is a final season. And the only characters from this series that end up getting out, Cad Bane, gone. Fennec Shand, gone. And Rex, gone. Sure, Saj Ventress technically counts, but people still have mixed feelings about that retcon. Hope you don't have any mixed feelings about hitting the little red subscribe button. You just listen to me talk about Star Wars for over 5 minutes. Clearly, there's something here you're interested in. If you're not interested in that, we'll have X-Men 97 for you tomorrow afternoon with Tony, whose opinion you truly care about, involving all things X-Men and all things mutants. If not, we'll see you Saturday. Kaiju number 8. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next one.